Dude, it is. I'm telling you, dude. Look how fast this thing is. Yeah, we're gonna give it a little bit of a head start.
A launch.
Yeah, we're gonna do a launch.
I got you.
All right, bro. Hold it for like 2 seconds.
Oh my god.
Let's do a burnout.
Hold it at the wheels. I got you.
Oh no, we're gonna fucking break it. Don't worry about it. It's just a Hot Wheel. It's not fucking bulletproof. Oh, dude, that was really anticlimactic.
Yeah, that was very not good.
Alright, let me see. Let's see how these brakes do. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah, considering it weighs like nothing, I don't think it's gonna have a hard time stopping. Alright, let's turn this on. Alright, so what's your dream car when you blow up?
Shoot. My dream car.
Oh, Jesus.
Realistic or unrealistic?
Let's say realistic to start with.
If I really had to narrow it down to a practical car, like not a gold digging car or whatever.
No, man, I'm talking like
somebody.
I'm talking if you got money to spend, what are you spending it on?
Fully built Evo 6 TME Tommy Mackinnon edition. Beautiful car. Absolutely beautiful car. It's only
how much those run,
man. Right now, before they're legal to import, I don't know. I say anywhere probably between 20 and 30 grand. I mean, I'm not too sure on the market right now, but once they are legal, the TME editions, oh dude, yeah. Well, I think actually it's technically a 6.5, the TME, because they do these weird things sometimes where it's like a 0.5 where they don't actually
like
change.
It's a prototype almost.
More like
Wait, I thought like
more like a facelift type thing.
really, because I know like when the Mustang first dropped, you can get a 65.5, which is like the first year it dropped. So you can get a 65.5, but the 0.5 is like a prototype. No, it's a 64.5, I think, but the 0.5 is a prototype. And so I don't know like if it really was a prototype or like what the difference is, because I've seen people sell 64.5s and I'm like, what the hell does that mean?
I think it means like other car manufacturers do it when it's a facelift.
So like a facelift, like a new body kind of kit almost.
Right, like they reshape the way that the car looks, but they don't change the chassis, they don't change the engine, they don't change anything but the way it looks. So they call it a 0.5 because they haven't moved on to the next generation of the car, or not generation, they haven't moved on to the next iteration of the car. And so they call it a 0.5 when it's in this like switch position, like Golf GTIs will do it. They'll have like a Mark 6.5 or whatever, you know, when they haven't fully switched over. I think right now they're at like a point where like Mark 7 or Mark 8 on the Golf or whatever. But yeah, they have like these little its and bits between. Like I'm not too big on like, you know, that, but yeah, I know the TMEs are 6.5s before they made the Evo 7. But dude, the 6.5 is like, I mean, it's tits, bro. Like I literally can't explain a better car. Just all-wheel drive, 2-liter, you know, turbocharged, 4-cylinder, 6-bolt, you know, like.
It's only a 4-cylinder?
Yeah.
I did not know you were only 4 cylinders.
Yeah, all of them.
Shit, man.
So
that brings me to my dream car.
yeah.
A 91 NSX.
Oh.
Not even gonna lie.
So that's a V6, right? 3.2.
Oh, bro, it is a V6.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that sounded stupid as fuck.
Damn. Good. No, it's a V6.
Dude, fuck.
I think it's a 3.2 V6, or it's at least a 3-liter.
Isn't it like the motor in the Honda Odyssey? Except
That's
it's
what
like,
I heard.
Yeah, it's turboed and it's like tuned, obviously.
Wait, no. The regular NSX is not tuned. Or it's not turbo.
No way.
The NA1 is not. The only turbo NSX is the new one. So, because it has its aluminum chassis and everything, the car's so light, and with the mid-engine rear-wheel drive setup, it's pretty quick.
Well, yeah, obviously. It's like fucking tiny as well. Like, it's not a big car.
Yeah. But that's what makes the difference. I think the engine is the same. The power might be upped a little bit, but
But I thought like most companies, like even like sports car companies, like I feel like they're just putting turbos on now for fuel efficiency. Like I heard like that was a thing. Like with like the new like what was it like even with like Honda Civics and stuff, like they'll be turboed, but like you're still as fast as every other car on the road pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know, I think all the turbos from Honda are mainly just for fuel efficiency because they're known to be fuel efficient cars.
And I think they're known to be fuel efficient because when you're climbing hills, if you don't have a turbo, like I can scoot right up the hill with the TT. But if I'm in the Volvo, oh dude, I'm losing power. 100%. I'm mashing the gas. I'm downshifting. Like I'm trying to get up a hill, and it's like really bad. So yeah, the turbo is a little bit more efficient because you can just retain the same amount of power. That's pretty much what the turbochargers were used for in the first place. So you weren't losing power. And so, and you know, obviously we took that, just had fun with it. But
yeah, obviously.
But yeah, no, they will make like I mean. The basic power plant for all these vehicles now is kind of just like 2-liter turbo, you know, and like the crossovers, you know, like all those nasty little things that people are buying. I don't know why.
What do you mean like crossover? What is a crossover exactly? Is that when like just a sports car, like a coupe or a sedan turns into like a fucking SUV?
So they call it a crossover when it's a split between a car and an SUV. Like it's not quite an SUV.
The Mach-E Mustang.
Right.
That's a terrible car.
Very
terrible. It's literally a disgrace, bro. I'm not even kidding. I hate that car so much. It's not even a car. It's literally fucking shit with wheels.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, it's terrible.
Yeah.
The only thing that they put on that car to resemble a Mustang mainly is the logo and the taillights. That's it. It's nothing else like the Mustang.
Yeah.
Like it's a terrible car. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
They should not have turned a classic gas guzzling muscle car into a fucking Mach-E electric car.
Electric car. That's a crossover.
Oh yeah,
Not even a
crossover.
car. It's a crossover.
I heard they weren't even making Mustangs anymore. Besides was it the GT500s they're still making? Yeah, exactly. So I mean, either you're gonna pay an arm and a leg, or you're just gonna get a fucking electric piece of shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, they killed the whole sports car, you know, muscle car, you know, deal.
Exactly.
The same way like Mitsubishi killed the Eclipse and brought it back as a crossover.
No.
Why would you ever do that? The Eclipse was such a great car. I don't know if you know the history of the Eclipse, but the Eclipse would use the same power plant as the Evo.
Really?
All-wheel drive, 2-liter turbo, 4G63.
Mitsubishis are known to be like fucking like powerful cars. Like I feel like Mitsubishi itself as a brand is known for making these fast cars.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they were the same engine as, you know, the same power plant as in, you know, the Galant VR4. That didn't last very long. They actually, you know, they were making the Galant to rally in the races in Group.
Really?
And so they realized the Galant was too heavy to compete with the Subaru. Subaru at first was using the Legacy to compete. Then they made the Impreza.
They were really using Legacy?
At first.
That's crazy to see because you see Legacies nowadays. It's like, it's literally like Subaru's take on like a Honda Accord or something like that.
Yeah, they got a lot bigger over time, but I think it's just because people got bigger over time.
Okay, yeah, there's that.
Families and kids and...
Why have like cars been getting bigger though? Like that's my question.
I think it's just because like...
Probably
people
just technology.
And people don't use the car for pure joy anymore. Most people need a car that can haul the kids and haul the groceries and do this and do that.
They can't haul ass.
People aren't really caring. The only people I know that are caring about their customers hauling ass is Dodge. That's
Dude, Dodge literally does not care for anything but the power. Dude, their car could be made out of fucking wood and they'd still put like a V8 Hemi in it, bro. They do not care. Literally.
Yeah, they're like, Hellcat motor.
Dude, exactly.
Like, they just keep playing the same car. You want a minivan? Hellcat motor.
Dude, the fucking Trailhawk, bro. Dude, dude, we have so many of those. I've seen so many of those, and they sound so nice.
Trailhawk is a weak Trackhawk.
Oh, the Trackhawk?
Yeah.
Really?
The Trailhawk is just like some Cherokee. It's like not even that good. But
No
the
way.
Trackhawk is the SRT.
Damn.
But yeah, they got we just gotta be correct because somebody will say something. I knew the difference, but somebody would say something.
Dude, fucking, I need to fucking touch up on my car knowledge.
No,
Holy
you're
shit.
good, bro. You're good. Yeah.
I can tell you about classic cars. I can't tell you about new cars though.
Yeah, no, like FCA. Fiat Chrysler automobile, whatever, they're actually kind of like, some people say they're struggling because they're not making economy cars. They kill the Dart.
Dude, they were. I was watching a video on YouTube. They I don't know who it was. I want to say it was like Donut or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like they were talking about like how Dodge was going to make a hybrid.
Really?
It's going to be like it's going to be a real thing in the next couple years. And I'm thinking, I'm like, that is not Dodge. Like, I swear. If they do the same thing that Ford did to the Mustang with, like, a Challenger or a Charger, dude, it's literally going to be the end of sports cars. Literally the end of sports cars.
Absolute disgrace. So, the reason why they're making a hybrid is because they have to compete with the market.
Well, yeah, of course. Not everyone is going to want, like, a gas-guzzling V8.
Yeah. Especially with these gas prices, everybody's kind of like, bro, are you serious right now?
No, exactly.
Like 8 miles to the gallon, would I look like a joke?
Dude, I've seen myself considering a fucking Prius in the future.
Really?
Yeah, literally, I'm not even kidding. If prices get more expensive, I'll buy a Prius. Dude, it's terrible.
Yes.
Like, I don't know.
Well, a better idea is probably like the Honda Insight. I'd take that over a Prius, but
nah, we
that's
should
just
get
me.
Dude, a Honda Fit, man. It's a small car. Slam it on its fucking nuts. Put some like nice RPF ones on it. Some Super Sport Michelins, bro. Dude, fucking get like a nice little burble tune. Be the best daily you've ever had.
Grip for no reason.
Literally, yeah. Literally no reason.
None at all.
Bro, but that's the thing. Like, it's meant to be a shitbox. But I mean, you're still gonna be doing super good on gas. I mean, maybe not after the tune, but I mean, it's still better than most.
Right. Well, yeah, I think, with the gas prices and stuff, it's really gonna change how the future cars go. Like the way, like I'm pretty sure every company now has definitely a hybrid.
Bro, Tesla's winning. They have fast cars and they have like
luxury.
Luxury, fast, and they don't break the bank for the most part. Like they have all different varieties of the cars.
Well, here's the thing about Teslas. The Tesla is it costs you more to charge it in your electric bill than it will to just keep filling gas in a commuter car.
But it's cheaper. It's cheap to charge it though if you're what was it? If you're stopping at like one of those stands, like the I don't know what they're called, the superchargers, I think they're called.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
something
that's
like that.
kind of a terrible name.
Yeah,
so it's an electric car.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go to the supercharger real quick.
Oh man. No, they go to the superchargers, and I was watching some videos about. So there's this guy. I can't even remember who, but he was taking a road trip in his Tesla, and it cost him like $8 to fill up his car.
Really?
Yeah, and I think your range of, I don't know, I think you have like the range of just normal car, like anywhere from
300.
Like 300 miles. Like that's not bad for $8. For $8, that's insane. That's like 2 gallons of gas nowadays.
Well, that's if you're out on the road. Now, if you're at home, that's where the electric bill runs up.
But I feel like if you're charging it at home, it might add up to be like the exact same amount as it would if you stop at a supercharger. But it might just be more expensive on your electric bill. But keep in mind, you're not having to pay for gas then as well.
But that's extra added onto your electric bill that you.
But then it would kind of even itself out for the gas. But then at the same time,
kind of.
If in your area you're getting $8 to charge your full car, then you're probably going to get the same at home with the electric, because I mean, I think it's just like certain power plants that power certain areas of the city.
So I think the only plus side to the electric stuff is that the prices don't fluctuate like gas.
Exactly.
Your electric bill is going to be your electric bill. If you run it up, it's going to be ran up by a certain amount. It is what it is.
But you could make your own little side hustle if you start doing solar power in your house.
Solar power your Tesla?
Dude, I mean, why not? I mean, Washington's probably a terrible area to do it, but full send. Why not?
Full send.
Let's talk about hydrogen cars.
Now, they came out, Toyota has...
They have one hydrogen car.
Mirai, or whatever they called.
Dude, it's 0 to 60. I don't even remember here. I have to look this up.
Yeah,
dude, this thing is insanely slow.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. It runs off frickin'.
Exactly.
One single.
But dude, do you know how much hydrogen is?
Dude,
like, do you know how much it costs?
Oh yeah, and the issue is you can't just go get hydrogen anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. There's only I don't even know how many there are in the whole of the U.S., but there's like nothing. Like some states don't even have hydrogen charging stations.
You can't go on a road trip.
It's 7.4 seconds to 60 for a 2021.
Well, I'm sure it's a V6 too.
I don't even know, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, Toyota estimated it before it came out at 9.2 seconds. which is even worse. No, I know.
Don't break my neck.
Let's see how much hydrogen costs. Hydrogen costs, dude. Alright, so you're looking at about $1.80 per kilogram, right?
Kilogram?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you gotta convert that. So how many
kilograms to gallon? How much did we say it was?
180.
180? Okay. Dude, we're gonna have to cut this part. I need to do some research here. Alright, so 1 gallon is 3.79 kilograms.
Okay, I'll do the math real quick. Okay, 3.79 times 1.8. Dude, it's literally $6.82.
$6.82 a gallon? That's like worse than it is today. That's worse.
It's horrible.
And of course, like that's gonna fluctuate because it is a fossil fuel.
Right.
So it's like that's such a terrible. I mean,
it's cleaner for the environment,
but like no one's gonna buy the car.
You know how much that catalytic converter is probably worth?
Oh my god!
It's probably worth a lot of money.
I mean, Toyota's already making some pretty stealable cars, I guess, with the Prius.
Yeah.
Like those cats, like those are like stolen like crazy.
Crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, those junkyards are getting bank off the Priuses that'll come in.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because once the battery goes on those cars, they pretty much just say, we'll just get a new one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most people aren't trying to fix an old Prius. They're just like, oh, we'll just get a new one. We'll just get a new one because it's easier to just get a new one than try and rely on the old one to work.
I mean, you know, but like, I don't know. I mean, I know when the battery goes out, I know it can be a pain in the ass to fix, but you know, I mean, you still get good gas mileage. They're reliable. Like, I mean, you know, this is why I low-key consider a Prius.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I consider the Honda Insight, like the first gen, because it comes in a manual.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the only reason why.
What does a Honda Insight look like? Which one is that?
So I'll show you. The, 2001 Honda Insight is kind of just like, it's... here, hold on. I don't know why I just hit one and not... Let's see here. It's not bad.
Bro, no!
If you're in the market, bro, like, I'd rather have a manual than not.
Dude.
It gets like 60 to the gallon, bro.
Look at it. It's like a fucking literal space loop.
Bro, somebody swapped one of these.
With what?
I think they K-swapped it or whatever. They made it fast as hell. Yeah, they just trolled with it, put it on RPF ones and stuff, and just totally made it 100% what it was not supposed to be. But
dude, that's insane. Now RPF ones are like some of the best wheels. I swear. I swear, like everyone always talks about RPF ones. You always see RPF ones.
Yeah.
They're like the best wheels you can get almost.
I mean,
they're light. They're like, weren't they made like the design? Wasn't it made to like replicate a Formula One wheel?
Yeah, because this conversation is gas.
No, yeah, exactly.
No, it's not gas. It's hydrogen.
It's hydrogen. Yeah, this conversation's fucking hydrogen.
But, yeah, I mean, honestly, it sucks that EVs are kind of taken over, like, in a certain way. There's no more manual trucks offered now. Not that I care about trucks, but they totally cut that off.
There's no manual trucks at all?
None.
Dude, how the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy because they're just saying, oh, people aren't buying them. It's like, why are people not buying manuals? Manuals are so much more reliable than automatics.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they're trying to test it.
I thought the Tacomas came in manual, though.
The new ones?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but if they do, what it's saying is that definitely no more diesel trucks coming to manual. No more American trucks coming to manual.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's screwed up.
Yeah, that is 100%. I don't know about the Tacoma. I could be on some stuff with that. I know the Nissan truck, the Nissan like Titan or whatever, is Dodge based. It has a Cummins motor in it, so that's just using the same power plant. So it's all automatic for sure.
Yo, that's a diesel?
Yeah.
Nissan makes a diesel truck.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, they just partnered with Dodge because it's using a Cummins diesel motor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and so
Dude, let's talk about like car company like apparel and like just like their merch. Because some of these car companies be coming out with like the weirdest shit.
I like, well, if we're talking old school stuff, I highly mess with Nissan, like old logo Nismo stuff.
Yeah, no, that's
That stuff
sick.
is tight.
That's sick. Yeah. No. What was it? I forget which company. I want to say Porsche, but I thought they were making a hookah.
A hookah?
Yeah, I thought they like had a Porsche hookah.
No way.
I'm not even kidding, bro.
Really?
I'm not kidding. I gotta look this up. Dude, a Porsche fucking hookah.
What would be like the significance or the point of even making a hookah?
Fucking Tesla makes pens. You don't need a pen to drive a car.
You need one to drive distracted, I guess.
I mean, I guess so.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, yeah, Porsche makes a hookah.
Yo, what?
That shit looks gas, though. Like, I mean, it looks...
I'm sure it just doesn't sell.
I mean, it probably does sell, but it's probably expensive as fuck.
Yeah, like, but who goes to the dealership and is like, yeah, I want a Porsche.
You
buy an additional hookah? Like,
yeah. Here, you're gonna buy your 911, but we added a hookah built in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Well, I think it was Fiat that included. At one point, they included like actual coffee makers in the cars.
No.
Yeah, they, like an espresso machine, but like.
Who are they trying to sell that to?
I don't fucking know. Maybe you want an espresso on the way to work?
Bro, I think that's too much.
No, that's literally insane.
Yeah, that's too much. I've seen some things like something that was kind of cool. This JDM car, Nissan Pulsar GTIR. Basically, people call it Baby Zilla, like Baby Godzilla GTR kind of deal, because it's all-wheel drive. It's an SR20 motor, but it's transverse. You know what that means?
No, I don't know what that means.
So front-wheel drive cars are transverse. Like the engine sits this way, so the transmission sits here. You got axles that go out. You got a diff. You got axles. I mean,
so the motor sits like it's front-wheel drive.
Motor sits like it's front-wheel drive, 100%. Just like my TT.
But why? What's the point in that? Like, would it like not help with building the car itself? Because I figure it'd be easier if the motor was pointing the way you wanted it to, or the way like it was actually using the drivetrain.
Well, so the SR20 that is not transverse is rear-wheel drive.
Mm-hmm.
But when you turn it this way, you give it that opportunity to have front-wheel drive, or you give it that opportunity to have all-wheel. If you get a diff, in the back or whatever, in a drive line, and then you give it, whatever, the axles.
Will that just make a car way more if you're all-wheel drive?
100%.
Because I'm like just thinking about that. I feel like a car would be fucking heavy as hell just because it's all-wheel drive. But it handles the best though.
Depends.
Really?
I mean, all-wheel drive top end is going to lose 100%.
What do you mean top end?
So you have to carry the rotation of 4 wheels.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Versus 2. So even if front-wheel drive doesn't get traction in the beginning, front-wheel drive could take you over 100. It could take you. Mm-hmm. Just because it's only got to move power through that, and the 2 back wheels are basically floating. They're just stationary. Mm-hmm. It's not moving. It's not moving with anything except the power of the 2 front wheels. So even rear-wheel drive is, kind of the same way. But there are situations about the all-wheel drive where the engine's not transverse, like trucks. You'll see it a lot. They're 4-wheel drive. The engines will sit, normal. They'll have the diff or whatever. I mean, they'll have the drive line that'll go into the rear diff or whatever, and they'll have the front diff that's like, it just has its own axles that go into it, but it doesn't go like through the motor in a sense. And I'm not 100% sure that it doesn't go through the motor, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't, because it doesn't make sense why it would. There's nowhere for it to go. If the engine's like this, the oil pan's down there at the bottom. So they got to have some kind of like, I don't even know, it's just some sensors or something to kind of like, regulate the front diff or whatever, or just a power transfer unit or something to control it all. But usually anyways, with the GTIR, they had a thing in the door jamb. Actually, is super super cool. And you like lift this tab open, and you literally pull a freaking umbrella from the side of your door jamb. Basically, it's like tucked away inside the
Bro,
corner.
that's some like Rolls Royce type of shit.
Dude, it was crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, yo, but that was actually something helpful. That wasn't a hookah or a freaking
Yeah, it's a
coffee
fucking
maker.
umbrella. Yeah, you're actually gonna use it.
Yeah, so out in Japan, like, yeah, those people would jump out of their car immediately with their umbrella, get out, and then, you know, once they're done, once they come back to their car, open your door, you shove your umbrella in, and you get in the car.
Bro, see, that's like, I think that's like a mainly Rolls Royce kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like Rolls Royce, like that's all about custom cars, like
For sure.
custom to you. Like they don't just have used ones lying around. Like
Yeah.
it's always gonna be custom to you.
Tailored in, yeah, a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's cool about some of those car companies, but Rolls Royce, I mean, I don't know too much about them, but I would say probably wouldn't trust the reliability.
But like Rolls Royce, dude, those things are fast though. Like they fly. Like when Rolls Royce was like first a company, they were literally making inline 12 fucking motors.
Yeah.
That's why the front ends were so long.
Well, think about this, because just because a motor is an inline 12 does not make it fast.
Okay, but the thing is, Lamborghini has V12s. So
Nowadays, yeah.
why can an inline 12 be fast?
I'm gonna give you a perfect example. The inline 4 that originally came in my Volvo was faster than the inline 6 I got now. It depends on like your bore, your displacement, like all this type of
But I
stuff.
mean, they're built to be performance and luxury. That's the point.
The
That's what
luxury
they're
adds
built
up for
for.
weight.
Exactly, yeah. But I mean, you're still gonna fucking haul ass. Eh.
It really depends.
What about Bentley?
Bentley's cars are.
I know those can haul ass.
They can. They have the potential to. I'm gonna say, you know, like a Bentley Continental. Yeah, it'll probably do it good. It'll probably do a good 5 second, maybe 4 or 5 seconds, 0 to 60 or whatever. I mean, it's not gonna be like anything crazy. You're not getting into twos, but you know, even like the big body, like you know, cars. They have like a Bentley Flying Spur, I think it's called, or whatever. And that thing will, you know, top end, that thing's got a lot of top speed top end because the way it's designed. It's just sleek. It just cuts right through the air, 100%. But it's 0 to 60 is not going to be crazy because of all the weight, all the extra technology and everything. I'm pretty sure, I mean, the Flying Spur, like, you know, it's rear wheel drive, it's got the power, it's just, the chassis of the car is heavy as heck itself. You got to factor in the airbags, the electronics, like all this stuff, like massaging seats, blah blah blah.
Well, what about
everything that fits into it?
let's say like just the motor, gutted interior. You're the driver. All you got is a stick and a steering wheel. Okay, should we keep going? Okay. Oh Jesus, dude, fuck.
Now just finish this real quick.
Alright. No, yeah, well, I mean, you just got like a stick and a steering wheel, and then you got like whatever motor's in it. Like, you're probably gonna fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was my whole point, really.
Yeah. I mean, I think yeah, you probably would in a sense, but it wouldn't be the same song as a lighter car because no matter what, you can't take out the weight of the components. Like the weight of the engine itself is a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You know, unless you're stuffing a V12 into a tiny car, you know, I mean, those doors alone, even if you get stuff, the doors alone got to be at least, you know, 100 pounds more. You know what I mean?
Well, I
like
mean,
heavy, long doors.
damn, but I mean, what? I don't know. I feel like just the motor in the right car, it would be fine.
In the right car, yeah. But
Yeah.
the V12 motor, like in the Bentley or whatever, they ain't gonna do it. You throw that V12 into a Miata somehow, that thing's gonna fly, and you better have the stickiest tires on the market because, yeah, you're not gonna get any type of traction. But you know, like I said, like when you throw it in something that's kind of just naturally heavy, it won't do much.
Damn. Let's say you actually did put a V12 in a Miata. What the hell would happen?
First off, I don't think it would fit, but
I mean, like, let's say like you extended the front end
somehow.
3-4 feet.
Okay.
And then I don't know. I mean, yeah, let's just say you extended the front end, you got it in there. Your car looks a little wonky, but you're inside, it's all ready to drive, and you're about to do a pull.
Like I said, you better have some grip. Your suspension components aren't gonna hold up because the car was meant to only have X amount of horsepower when it came out. So they didn't build that chassis to have a V12 and blah blah blah. So you better have reinforcements, because the second you put in all that power and all that torque, dude, you're looking at a disaster. Your diff is not gonna hold that. You know, your axles aren't gonna hold that. Like, none of that stuff was rated for that power.
Jesus.
So you're changing literally everything, every nut, bolt, all this stuff that might have been a certain metal. You got to get it reinforced. You got to have some, stronger metal, a lighter metal, whatever.
I mean, it's fun though.
Be fun.
Expensive. How are you going to get your hands on a V12?
Exactly. You pull it out of some Benz or something.
You just got to pull it out of your ass.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, but yeah, we're gonna end this here. So hopefully you guys kind of like the car talk or whatever. We're just gonna keep talking about some more stuff for the future. But yeah, we're gonna have some Hot Wheels going up. It'll be a decoration all over here, so this room won't be too boring anymore. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.
Easy. That's what we like.